All right, guys, we are back with another video. Yep. This one is Lyrical Joe, Holy Sky.
Holy Sky.
It's not just the sky, it's a holy sky. There's holes all over in it.
There is?
Yeah. Stop driving your cars. Don't let your cow fart.
No, it's a holy sky because of God.
Yeah, religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only an asshole would think that it's a holy sky. Gosh.
Well, sometimes I got to play the part.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, it's Lyrical Joe, guys. You know what this is all about. You're lyrical Republicans, just like we are. Let's jump into this holy sky stuff.
When he raised it was, please have fault. When angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But holy sky, you're my best friend, so please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Oh, please don't let me down. When he raised it was, please have fault. Angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Ooh, please don't let me down. Look, I've been accompanied by nature. I came with the sun and I left with the moon. I will be infinite, so I ate and I ate. When you figure out 8, I am home. You are looking at.
When you figure out 8.
Yeah, infinite.
Ooh, please don't let me down. Look, I've been accompanied by nature. I came with the sun and I left with the moon. I will be infinite, so I ate and I ate. When you figure out 8, I am home.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is.
I will be infinite, so I ate and I ate. When you figure out 8, I am home. You are looking at. If you don't see, then you zoom. So many vultures are here in the room, but I don't talk to those kind of beds. So my best friend is the parrot. I assume the mic takes all the W's when this singer.
Best friend is a parrot. Just repeating everything he says.
So many vultures are here in the room, but I don't talk to those kind of beds. So my best friend is the parrot. I assume the mic takes all the W's when this singer sounded like hell. But God's favorite angel in the booth, I came to give the mic hell. It didn't
came to give the mic hell.
When the sky was in disguise, the night fell. I was held by Cloud9. We've been best friends in this well. When he rains, it pours. Please have fault. When angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But holy sky, you're my best friend, so please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Ooh, please don't let me down. When he rains, it pours. Please have fault. Angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But holy sky, you're my best friend, so please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Ooh, please don't let me down. Don't let me down like B.O.B. Don't let me hold my breath. Come on. I know
don't let me down like B.O.B. Like he's talking about B.O.B. the rapper holding him down because it was trying to get, he was a big rapper at one time. And then basically now he's an underground rapper. Wonder if that's what he's talking about.
Don't let me down like B.O.B. Don't let me hold my breath. Come on. I know that reality is freezing. You will escape by dirt, and that means healing yourself will hurt. I learned you will learn, and I learned from birth. We came through pussy, we go through ground. But I'll never let no God do me dirt.
Came through pussy, we go through ground.
To keep you pushing till you give.
Yeah.
Don't let me hold my breath. Come on. I know that reality is freezing. You will escape by dirt, and that means healing yourself will hurt. I learned you will learn, and I learned from birth. We came through pussy, we go through ground. But I'll never let no God do me dirt. Make sure she's dead by the midwife to keep you pushing till you give life. To every dream that you have, don't die. The convo is high by the word with the sky, and it said I'm Poseidon and I'm Hades. And that's why my fire been wavy. And that's why I do it to the maximum. They've been minimum, just like wages. I cite ladies.
That's so dope. That's why my fire been wavy. You know what I'm saying? He said,
keep you pushing till you give life. To every dream that you have, don't die. The convo is high by the word with the sky, and it said I'm Poseidon and I'm Hades.
Poseidon and Hades. That's why my fire's been wavy.
To the maximum, they've been minimum, just like wages. I cite ladies. Confessions like a bedspread. Get the margarine, let the bread spread. There's God niggas on the last supper, so I'll add blood when the bread spread. I'll step right with my left leg.
What is it right there?
Just like wages, I cite ladies. Confessions like a bedspread. Get the margarine, let the bread spread.
Let the bed spread.
Why my fire been wavy, and that's why I do it to the maximum.
Bed spread, bed spread.
Ladies, confessions like a bedspread. Get the margarine, let the bread spread. There's got niggas on the last supper, so I'll add blood when the bread spread.
I'll step blood with the bread spread.
I gave hand and I left leg. Cause even if I gave them the right shoes, they'll step in with the left leg.
If I gave them the right shoes, you step in with the left leg.
Get the margarine,
that's so dope.
like wages. I cite ladies, confessions like a bedspread. Get the margarine, let the bread spread. There's got niggas on the last supper, so I'll add blood when the bread spread. I'll step right with my left leg. I gave hand and I left leg. Cause even if I gave them the right shoes, they'll step in with the left leg. Word. Swear to God. Please have fault. When angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But holy so please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Ooh, please don't let me down. When it rains, it pours. Planes are fault. Angels lost wings, they fall on earth to walk. But holy sky, you're my best friend, so please don't let me down. Holy sky, you're my best friend. Ooh, please don't let me down.
That was a jam.
Yeah, the usual Lyrical Joe, fucking doubles and shit.
Yeah, because you remember the last track we did was a breakup song with his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah,
And it was kind of a slower, but he still killed it.
killed that one. Yeah,
And then he had to come back with something like this. Let's get back into some more Lyrical Joe.
but a feel good track, you know. What I
Yeah.
mean? And some of his stuff in there was dope. You know? I like the bedspread bars, bedspread, and then butter like bedspread, like bread spreading on bread, and then spreading bread and blood being shed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like bread as in money, actual bread, and actual.
I like
Bed
the
sheets.
we all came out through pussy, go through dirt.
It's facts.
Those are facts. LJ preaching this time.
Yeah, nothing but fucking gems.
Oh yeah, dude, the guy's just incredible, man.
Always makes you think and rewind. That's what gotta.
Yeah, if you're listening to a track that doesn't, make you stop and think and ask yourself, what did he just say, and go back and listen to it again, you're not listening to the right stuff, man. You got to keep looking for that kind of music, because that's
depending on taste, I guess.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
mean,
not into lyrics, you're not gonna listen to a guy named Lyrical Joe. You're gonna stay far away from that. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm telling you.
There's some people that they just like beats. They just like
yeah,
people mumbling.
I mean, I feel like that's like 90% of the shit they play on the radio is just people that like the beat.
90% of people like just beats. They don't really care about lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
crazy.
if you think about it, that's why Lyrical Joe ain't huge. Because,
his time's coming, I think.
but you got to think
sooner rather than later.
90% of the population is pretty dumb.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, caring
They don't
about
wanna think
that
hard about stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of the music has to be dumbed down for a lot of listeners, but but that's what the radio's for and whatever. But we go beyond that. We go outside of that to look for stuff like this, and there's a ton more of it out there.
Yeah, there's more music like this, and there'd be more educated and smarter population
That's a
to
fact.
listen to more music
That's a
like
fact.
this. But the more dumb shit you pop out, the more dumb people get, and the more you have to go down that route.
But
So
you also have to attribute.
change.
You also have to attribute a lot of that to governments and media in general for keeping it suppressed for as long as they did. You remember, you couldn't even cuss on the radio. Now
Yeah.
everybody's doing it.
Yeah, and then they went overboard with it.
They
where that's
wanted
all
to
they
keep
promoted.
people, and then when people did come up with more intelligent lyrics, they were trying to control that too. You look at Sidhu Moosewala, like he was putting out a message they didn't want out there.
Yeah, because he was going against government.
So
So,
like talk about free speech, but
yeah, there's no real free speech and rap kind of doesn't. It exists, but at the same time, they're gonna hold you down if you speak against things and actually have a good purpose. Like with Lyrical Joe and his connection to God and religious meanings and stuff like that. They don't want that on the radio either.
No.
You know what I mean? They want everybody to live under Satan's rule. That's the plan. So it's like I don't want that.
Regardless, it's another great Lyrical Joe track, guys. I'm a big fan of it. You should be too.
Yes.
So hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you thought of the new Lyrical Joe track.
Yes, sir.
And, until next time, peace.
Later.